Today we're going to look at using a gym ball to improve your scapular mobility. So stiff scapulars can be something that develop because of painful shoulders. When something hurts, we really don't want to move it. They can be a symptom of maybe more of a sort of sedentary lifestyle at a desk job, for example. But shoulder blades, scapulars are designed to move. So they've got 27 muscles that insert into them, and they've got 8 planes of movement. So if we lose some of that, and if we lose some of the activation of some of those muscles that surround the scapula, then it means that then we lose some of our shoulder joint movement. And if our scapulars don't move, then our shoulder joints can't move as well. So, rotator cuff activation is impacted, and we run into problems with pain. So we're going to just talk through kind of a really simple way of getting shoulder blades moving. If we think about the kind of movements that we're looking for something called protraction, which is basically our shoulder blades moving around our rib cage. So if we think about them coming apart, around, and sort of moving forwards around our rib cage, and the other thing we're looking for is an upward rotation. So that kind of movement, and both of those are essential for overhead movement, both sort of out to the side, up overhead, putting on a jacket or getting a seatbelt, something like that. All of those movements require those planes of movement, that protraction and that upward rotation. So we'll talk through how to find those. So you are going to get yourself lying on your side with your sore or stiff shoulder uppermost. This would be about the height of a bench in a gym potentially, but this could be, if all you've got at home is, say, a foam roller, then you can still work on protraction. If you've got like a small or medium-sized ball, like a football or something, you could use that. But I'm using a gym ball with a bench, which is kind of big enough to give me lots of lovely range. So if you're a member of a gym, or if you have access to this kind of thing, then you can use that. So I'm right close to the edge of the plinth, but just with my knees bent for stability. So, first of all, I'm just going to place my hand with my elbow bent, just place my hand on the ball, and just going to rest my hand on the ball. And then I'm just going to see, can I roll the ball forwards until my elbow's straight, and then can I roll the ball back? Now we're going to start to notice what happens to our shoulder blades. You might feel that as you reach forwards, that your shoulder blade reaches forward, and as you reach back, that your shoulder blade reaches back a little bit. Now we certainly don't want to block movement of our rib cage. We don't want to be doing all the movement with our rib cage. We should feel like we use up all of our available range for our shoulder blade as well. So we kind of want to move organically, and I just want you to kind of notice your shoulder blade moving. And once you've noticed that, you might think, oh, actually, yeah, I can get a lovely stretch there. I can feel it coming back. You might increase the range a little bit. So you might kind of, once you've noticed it, you might start to move a little bit further and find a bit more available, comfortable range. All of this should feel comfy. So once I've done that, I might roll forwards, and then can I roll upwards a little bit? So I'm kind of rolling the ball up towards the head end of the bench here. You might need to play around. You might place your hand in a slightly different place on the ball to give you a bit of space. So what we're now doing is we're protracting the shoulder, and then we're upwardly rotating it. So we're starting to teach our shoulder blade what needs to happen in order to be able to lift overhead. And this is just a big, lovely, delicious massage for all of those muscles. Yes, some stuff is having to work a little bit, but your shoulder's beautifully supported. The weight of your arm is on the ball, and we're just giving that whole shoulder blade a lovely move about, giving the shoulder joint a bit of a move about as well, maybe stretching out some tissues. So in terms of discomfort, stretch is okay, pain is not. So just avoid pinchy pain. And as always, just drop me an email if you've got any questions. If you've got any worries or if you need troubleshooting with this, just let me know. But other ways to troubleshoot is like play around with heights. So you might put yourself on something lower and have your arm a bit higher up on the ball. So kind of be up here. Play around with kind of position of hand on ball, all of that kind of stuff if you want to sort of make it a bit more comfortable. But yeah, otherwise just feel free to drop me an email and I can suggest a few things. Lovely, enjoy, and I hope your shoulders enjoy as well. Take care.